And we're back, everyone. Hello and welcome again to Lady Arcader's Attract Mode. We're so excited that you're spending your Sunday with us, and we have another wonderful run for you right now. It's going to be V6 100% run by Alex. It's going to be quick, it's going to be exciting. Definitely don't want to miss this one. Okay, Alex, we're ready for you.
Hello, this is VVVVVV or V6 or VVVVVV. I did too many V's there, I think.
What about just VVVVVV?
That too.
Awesome.
This is a precision platformer where instead of being able to jump, you are able to reverse the direction of gravity. It's really unique, and I will be running the 100% category, which the goal is to collect all 20 of the shiny trinkets, which are collectibles in the game, through any means allowed, which is basically any glitch except for saving and quitting out of the game.
And hi, I'm Charbunny. I'll be here on commentary for this run. How are you feeling? Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's do it then. Go ahead and count us down.
All right. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go! Like any game, we start with a cutscene, unsurprisingly. Everyone has to get off of the ship. This is a problem, but I'm going to already do some things. Do you want to talk about how you're going to respawn in the middle of the cutscene?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I just killed myself in the middle of the cutscene with a reset button, and it spawned me back on the ship because my checkpoint wasn't set in that level yet. So we just skipped the entire first level. We'll have to go back though, because there's shiny trinkets in it.
Here you can see we entered that room and then immediately died out again, and that's to activate a teleporter. Those teleporters are those large circles that you see in some rooms. You don't have to actually touch the teleporter for it to be active, you just have to enter the same room. So we activated that one for later, we'll go back to it at a later point in the run.
And now we have our first trinket right here. The music just dropped out. That is a glitch that happens when you die on the same frame you collect a trinket, and you respawn in a different room, and you haven't seen a specific cutscene. It's really jank.
But it does mean that you're doing it pretty optimally, so yay, let's go.
Yeah, it saves 0.3 seconds.
There was another teleporter that we just activated, that's in the top left. We'll get that for the lab, but now we're going towards, I believe, the warp zone, or we're on our way to it.
We are grabbing the second trinket first, but yes.
Oh, and that one's such a jerk, too. Nice job getting through that section.
Thank you. I was expecting to die there at least once.
Nope, gaming.
But yeah, we are coming up on a path to the warp zone, which is the first level in the game that we're going to be doing. It has one trinket, and it is probably, arguably, the hardest trinket in the entire game to do with any sort of consistency. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Right now we're doing a lot of small optimizations, cutting these corners close so we can get very optimal movement through this section.
And here's trinket number 3.
Yay! Nailed it. Alright, now you might notice that instead of transitioning between rooms, sometimes when we go off screen, we're actually looping through some of these rooms. Like, they actually have room warping enabled. That's kind of the mechanic of this section of the game. So if you see us go off screen at the bottom, sometimes we come back at the top, sometimes we don't. So it's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing to call out is that you can see those little C, like gray C's in oval shapes. Those are checkpoints. You'll notice that sometimes we skip them, and that's because, one, we're good at the game, and two, we can actually use those to death warp back to avoid backtracking in certain parts of the level. So, got a long way without one right there. I was kind of getting nervous, but you got it.
Coming up very shortly is the aforementioned trinket.
Here it comes.
In the next room right here, Edge Games. Let's see if I can get this cycle.
Come on.
Yay!
Nice, first try. Let's go.
That is really, really, really tight.
That was beautiful. I think he said it was like a 2-frame window or something. There's not a lot of room to make that one happen.
And that's frame perfect. I just saved 14 frames.
Alright, let's go. That is off to a
mess that up.
fantastic start. Alright, and we are coming up on something called a telejump. So this will be something we do at the end of this level during the cutscene fade out. So during cutscene, or do you want to explain it or do you want me to?
Yeah, if you interrupt the teleporter animation by dying during it, it will break the game. As will be demonstrated here shortly. So I teleport, I die, and now I'm in the wall. And now I'm in lab.
Yay! Alright, with lab we have these, they're not called wires, are they? Like, what is the official name for these?
They're gravity lines.
Okay, gravity lines. Gravity lines, as you can see, when you hit them, you change direction even if you're in midair. Normally you can only reverse gravity while you're on the ground, but these let us do some really cool movement around the different spikes in this section.
And back there in Three's the Crowd, I did a line clip. The way the game handles being able to flip after you fall for just a brief time is weird, and it allows for that. It's frame perfect, though, and very difficult to do consistently.
We'll be seeing more of those later on as well, so if you missed it, don't worry, they're coming back. First, though, we gotta get through this absolute mess of a room.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, we're back. Back to more gaming. All the way down through this. And another trinket. Kind of crushing these. This section is so bouncy. I kind of love watching this part of the game in particular.
It is fun. I'll be totally honest.
Making our way through.
Hardest trinket of the level right here, and I got it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you can see below us, this is the section of the level we're going to do next, but first we got to go around to the outside into this rainbow zone, which I love. Get this trinket here. And again, look that we had the checkpoint back there, we didn't get any more on the way, so we can sort of warp back to that checkpoint using a death warp. Oh, nice, same line on that one. That was cool. Alright, we've rescued our next crewmate. This is Victoria. We finished that level, so awesome job, making great progress through this. Now we're going to try to get a speed boost out of this teleporter. So again, like certain things can happen in the cutscenes, you get different speeds to sort of move around the map, and if you sort of trick the game into giving you the speed while you're in control, you can manipulate that to go faster. So there we go. That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And here comes my favorite glitch in the game. I'm upside down now. That's not all, though.
Oh, by the way, casually another telejump.
Yeah.
Get through the wall there.
I'm a terminal.
So you notice that we were talking to Victoria in the room with all the trinkets there, and then we just sort of died, which one, kind of rude. But two, what happened is it kind of messed the game up. The game right now is trying to set Victoria's sprite, actually, but it can't find her, so instead we get to be upside down for the rest of this section, and we get to be a terminal anytime we're in midair, which is just fantastic. Definitely makes the auto-scroller a little bit more fun to watch.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, okay. I was like, it's getting a little sketchy there for a second, but you got it. Alright, and now we're taking intentional deaths. This is because if we take a death and respawn at that checkpoint that we hit as we're dying, it does scroll the screen further. Yeah, that's okay. It does scroll the screen further, and that saves us time over having to wait for the spikes to sort of recede on their own. So these are intentional deaths. Closer to the end of the tower, though. This is just a very, very long section. Just keeps going. It's got great music, though, so that's all I said about.
It's definitely a great track.
Right. There. You see, it gets a little narrower. Lots more spikes near the end, because of course, gotta make everyone nervous. Can't just finish things out nicely. So many spikes in this game. Awesome. Alright, we got to Vermilion, rescued our next crewmate. Let's go. And now we're in Intermission 1. Would you like to talk about how Intermission 1 works?
Yeah, Intermission 1 is basically an escort mission. You have to guide your crewmate through the next level, as you will see here. When you're on the ground, your crewmate will follow you. When you're on the ceiling, they'll stay put. This is an interesting mechanic. And this level also happens to be the biggest run killer of the entire category.
Because of course it is. Why wouldn't you put more escort missions in your platforming games? Love that for us.
And the
Right,
reason
this
the reason for it being run killer is this room and the next room after this. If I get this first try, I'll be so happy. Nope.
Almost.
This strat is the hardest strat in the entire run.
Close. You can notice on some of the previous rooms that depending on how far away from you the character is, like they'll move different distances, so you have to be on the very edge of those platforms to like get them to come all the way with you. It's super difficult, so congrats on getting through that one.
Yeah, took long enough though.
That's okay. That's part of speedrunning.
Yeah, can't be perfect every time.
Nah, that's what TAS is for.
Indeed.
You gotta do the human element of the speedrun. Alright, but we cleared it, we're out of the intermission. Oh, we did do something pretty special there. We died during the intermission, and that actually made us respawn again before a checkpoint was set in the ship. And what's important about that is that you were actually outside of the main map before then, up and to the left, and the game is like, oh, I don't know what to do about this, so it puts you on the bottom right, because it does screen wrapping, and that saves about 10 seconds compared to walking there all the way from the ship, so that was a nice time save.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get to go visit the elephant. Shout out to the Twitter account, because that was the image it posted, was just the sad elephant.
Unfortunately, it doesn't flash with this run, because I have screen effects turned off for other reasons. But the elephant itself is still there.
If you stay in that room long enough, you also get sad, but we do not do that because we are speedrunning.
Yep.
I think we're cleaning up one more trinket, and then I apologize if I'm calling them secrets instead of trinkets. There's a different game that I run that calls them secrets, and I get mixed up a lot. But I think we get one more trinket, and then we will head to Space Station 2.
This is actually my favorite level. This level's gimmick is it's full of conveyor belts and moving platforms. And the platforms will either speed you up or slow you down, depending on which direction you're moving relative to them.
Does make a lot of sense. Oh, nice! Sorry.
I'm surprised I got that first try.
It's okay. First try for that one's incredible. GG. Yeah, that trinket is way harder than it looks. The time window to actually get around to the other side of those blue platforms is just brutal, but made it through here. We get to get another one. There we go.
That was close.
Yeah, a little close to the lies on that one, but we got through it. It's fine. Alright, now that we've gotten that, I think we're actually on the way to doing things the hard way?
Yeah. The most infamous trinket in this game, not necessarily the hardest though.
So you can see.
As we fall, you can see what we have to go through to get this trinket. Please don't mess this up, me. Okay, good.
Checkpoint right before it. That was some confidence right there. Beautiful. Alright, at this point, we now are going to go backwards through Space Station 1, which is that level that we skipped at the very beginning of the game by dying during that initial cutscene. It is faster to go backwards through this than it is to go forwards, even though we will have to then go forwards again afterwards, because it lets us skip a super long cutscene with Violet, and the entirety of Intermission 2, which is that Gravitron. So both of those things take forever. It's way faster to go back and forwards just through the end of the level than it is to go through it from the beginning. Got a message from Violet there. Going for more trinkets. The reason we have to come back isn't necessarily story progress, it's more that we are doing 100%. We need all the trinkets, so we do have to go get all the trinkets that were in Space Station 1 that we missed because we, again, just didn't go this way.
I'm so happy I got that.
Nice. Yeah, that was good. So as you can see, we went backwards. We're now going back forwards through Space Station 1. This is what you would normally see during an actual playthrough. But again, we're speedrunning. We can do faster things, so why wouldn't we do the faster things? That's speedrunning. Alright, there we left the room and re-entered to reset the cycle, just because these little spike things can be annoying, so that way we're always on the right pace. We can always go through them really fast. That's a bus, by the way. I thought it was a Pac-Man ghost. I have been corrected. All the way back up. We could not, by the way, get back out of here to Space Station 2 even if we wanted to. That was a one-directional decision that we made. So we are now going all the way back through sort of more the intended way. And there's our teleporter.
Hi, Violet.
Hi, Violet.
Bye, Violet.
Bye, Violet.
Oops, I forgot to press R. That's okay.
Do it again. Fine. Nice. Once again, that was one of those telejumps, kind of just get into the wall using the extra speed that we get during the cutscene while we're not supposed to be able to move. And keep in mind that room. That room there, that blue one, we're going to be coming back to it, but from the other side. That'll be important. But those telejumps just let us get into the wall, and the game's like, well, you shouldn't be here, so it pushes us out. Notice we skipped all the checkpoints leading up to this. That's because we actually have to respawn on the checkpoint in this room in order to get that trinket. It's one of the more sneaky, brain-bending ones in the game, I think, but great job. Nailed it first try.
It certainly got me good the first time I played this game.
And with that, this is, I believe, our final crewmates. We're going to finish this level up. That is going to be all of our crewmates rescued, which is fantastic news, but we're not quite done yet. Even though we've rescued the crewmates, I believe as you mentioned to me during practice, we do need to rescue ourselves. So our final level is coming up next.
Because the teleporter malfunctioned and we don't get sent back with the crewmate.
Well, you know, given how much we've been messing with it this entire run, I think that's fair.
You know what? True.
Alright, so for this part, you can see it's kind of gray as we're navigating. We will get it to light up in more colors, but I love how the spikes are still just this bright red dangerous signal. Like, this feels so much more intimidating to me to look at. It's also combining mechanics from all the other levels we've done. So we have those room wraps where you sort of go off one edge of the screen back onto the other. We have the gravity wires, those are back as well. Plenty of different things going on.
Oh my god, I got that.
Nice! I know, as soon as you got to that section, it's like, oh wait, shit, this is a hard part. Alright, this is another one of those line clips where you sort of jump into that line. You can get through it with a bonus jump. And here we go! Let's turn the world back on.
Yep, we have turned off the dimensional stability generator, so now this entire dimension is collapsing.
Ah! Great news. Good job, boss.
Oops.
A couple more of these line clips you can see. Very precise timing to get through them. Very nicely done. This room's a jerk. Very nice.
Dialing for Murder has killed so many of my no death mode runs. I've actually lost count.
Definitely getting toward the end. I believe we only have one more trinket left to go, and it's a required one in our way, so we're just kind of chilling, doing the run, making the things happen. Auto-scroller up again. This is where we combine all the different mechanics. You can see warps and things, you can see the lines coming in, you can see auto-scrolling, platforms disappearing. It's just so much happening in this final section. And there we go. That should be 20 out of 20 for trinkets. Almost done. I'll let you call time.
Alright. Time is when it says all crew members rescued. Which is now.
GG! Congratulations. That's 20 trinkets. 16, 10, 33 in-game time.
That is
GG.
a really good run.
That was fantastic. I was watching the whole time. It's like, you did not die very often. That was great.
That's only like 8 seconds off my PB, I think.
Whoa. GG, gamer. That was great.
Thank you.
Well, would you like to do any shout-outs? Where can people find you?
Yeah.
You want to watch more of this action?
You can watch me sometimes stream this game at twitch.tv/KSS0219. And also, if you're interested in speedrunning this game, you could join the speedrunning Discord, which is linked on speedrun.com. That's about all I have to say. Thank you so much for having me.
Right on. Well, thank you, Alex, and thank you, Char, for that awesome round and awesome commentary. Again, I just want to remind you, we've got Lady Arcader's Super Showcase, and our May Attract Mode showcases are open. So please send us the coolest things that you want to showcase that are video game related, and we will be happy to show them off. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining, and please stick around for that raid, which we're going to be doing.